Once upon a time, there was a little girl who became friends with an Igorot girl in her class. They became really good friends, and one day the Igorot girl invited her friend to sleep over at her place. Her friend happily accepted the invitation. The girl had lots of fun at the Igorot girl's home, but after they played, the girls and the Igorot girl's family all went to sleep in one big room. As they all fell asleep, the little girl noticed that she had on a different colored blanket than everyone else. She liked the blanket color they had better, so she secretly switched her blanket with her friend's blanket. The next day, the little girl woke up and found that her Igorot friend was dead and beheaded. Her Igorot relatives had come in at night, planning to take her head, with a different colored blanket as the sign for whose head to take, but they didn't know that the blankets were switched. The girl left the home immediately and went insane.
This was a fucked up story my mom used to tell me to scare me from sleeping over at other people's houses, but the underlying implications resonated in me for years. Igorots were savage, ruthless headhunters. And I'm an Igorot.
Igorots are the indigenous peoples from the mountainous Cordillera region in the Philippines. Igorot is a collective term referring to several indigenous ethnic groups in the region. While these groups have similarities, they each have distinct spiritual and cultural practices and beliefs. Ever since the arrival of the Spanish, we have been racialized as the savage other. This racialization continued when the Americans colonized the Philippines. Americans took 1,100 Filipinos and Filipinos, many of them being Igorot, to showcase at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, a 7-month exhibition meant to exhibit the greatness of America by showing its technological advancements. It also showed off America's greatness by showing how not so great everyone else is, by having zoos of peoples from all over the world. Igorots were, as always, depicted as dog-eating, head-hunting savages. And these stereotypes still exist today. Face more than just stereotyping. Our lands and traditions are threatened by globalization. In the mid-1970s, the construction of a dam funded by the World Bank was started on the Chico River of the Cordilleras. This project would have displaced 300,000 Igorots. But the Igorots resisted. They sent petitions to the president, but they were ignored. So the Igorot women confronted the construction workers. Thousands dismantled their tents and carried them all the way to the military barracks several miles away as a sign of protest. They also laid out on the roads to prevent trucks from getting through. Many physically struggled against the workers, causing many to get hurt or get imprisoned. The government stopped the construction in 1987 thanks to these protests. While they won that battle, Igorots still face other problems, like the Mining Act of 1995. Though many resistance organizations have formed to fight land struggles as well as other political, economic, social, cultural, and environmental concerns. But I think one of the biggest struggles that we face is the internalization of these stereotypes. My mom's story is an example of this. To this day, she denies her Igorot heritage. Many Igorots do the same thing, casting away their culture and perpetuating this self-hate. It's one of the biggest threats to the preservation of the Igorot community.